a wizard now. Bippity, boppity.
Welcome back to Get Struck Tuesdays. This is Kristopher Collins. Recently, my therapist asked me to write a letter to little Kris. Dear little Kris, I wish I could have told you this earlier. Things will get tough, but you'll handle them as best as you can. Stay the course. You're not a quitter, so don't give up on anything too easily. People are going to let you down, but you need to remember this and be who you needed at all your times of need. Be the father you needed when yours lets you down over and over. Protect your energy. It's precious. And there will be people who will want it for their own. Stand firm in your boundaries. Be good to people, but don't expect it in return. Be independent and stand on your own. When you do want a woman to stand beside you, make sure she is who she says she is. And when she proves she is, love and respect her. If she isn't, you must cut her loose. Be good to yourself. You were born an alcoholic, so please leave it alone. Follow Christ, Kris. You're going to be okay, no matter what. But you must believe in yourself. No one else will. I love you. Big Kris. It's just me creating art I was called on to create, and I'm being vocal about this life in hopes that I can inspire others, specifically creatives like myself. Nietzsche said, "Some are born to obey and some are cursed to see." Which one are you? I know who I am. I also know I can't do anything about how this world truly is. No, voting will not change it. A revolution won't even get off the ground. Some things are out of our control. I'd even say most things are out of our control. But that's when you turn to God. I did this, and I continue to. And until my time is up, I will only worry about what I actually have an effect on. Only the things I can truly change or move in a positive direction. But that doesn't mean I'm not aware of everything going on. I see it. And trust me, they'll label you crazy when you do see it. So most of the time, it's just best to keep some of your opinions to yourself. I will make sure my children know. And hopefully, knowing so will help them get through their life the best they possibly can. What's going on, guys? Back at it with another art video. And I like to call these things art vlogs, but sometimes they just don't really feel like vlogs. So it's hard for me to really call it a vlog. So I feel like sometimes I'm just playing it safe, calling it an art video. And yeah, another mixed media watercolor and Posca painting, and I hope you guys like it. Pretty basic, but well balanced. And that's one thing I'd like to say about my art. that I'm pretty good at is the balance of it all when it comes to the composition and how it weighs out. When you look at it, everything is pretty balanced. I try to do that. Sometimes don't do it that well, but most of the time I think I do it pretty well. Yeah, so I mean, we're getting closer to 100 episodes, and I've said it before, it's something that I'll be proud of for sure. And I'm sure nobody will really give a crap, but I will. And it means something to me. And I feel like if you watch these episodes, you know, from the beginning all the way to now, all the way to the end, I feel like you get something out of it, you know? You got to be able to get something out of it. And honestly, like, that's one of the things I do. I aim to inspire younger artists and even older artists. I aim to inspire my children, you know? I aim to inspire people who, whether they admit it or not, they look up to me. Another group of people I aim to inspire is the CVCC Art Club. So I'm actually heading that up, and I'm leading the art club now at CVCC, and it's been fun. We've met quite a bit, and we've got some cool projects in store, and when those come up, when they're big enough, I might include it in some of my videos, but don't want to talk about a whole lot, just want to do it, you know what I mean? And I don't want to talk about stuff too much because I don't want to jinx it, you know? I want to let it happen, and then we'll capture it when it happens. But yeah, I got a good group of students in the art club, and they're all on different levels as far as their art goes. And it's great to be able to see how much I can pull out of them, you know? And just be like, hey, try this, you know? And maybe it'll take them down a good path, you know, where they'll be successful with their art. I would love to inspire younger minds and get them in the right direction at least, you know? Give them a little nudge, you know, maybe light a little flame under them. These are things that I wish I had as a young artist. And I did in some ways. I had various people throughout my life mentor me, and teachers, you know, professors, you know, hip-hop artists, and yeah, I appreciated every bit of it, and I want to pay it forward. So this is my way of doing so, by leading the CVCC Art Club, and I just feel like I'm the perfect person for this position. I say position, it's not really a position, but I basically took it over because I wanted to really make it pop, you know? I wanted to make something happen with it that wasn't happening before. And I feel like now's the time. I had sort of an epiphany and decided to go forward with this. So yeah, be on the lookout for CVCC Art Club. I will be posting about it at some point, you know, in some fashion. All right, guys, thanks for watching episode 92. Damn, we're getting closer and closer to 100 episodes. So I hope you can, you know, be along for the ride, for the rest of the ride. And I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going. So thanks for watching. Make sure you share this with your friends and family, people you know that actually love art, art collectors. Check me out, okay? I'm selling a bunch of work, so always selling something. So check it out. If you're interested, let me know. All right, peace. I'm easing into painting beaches. It's one of those subjects I would love to work on and get better at. I have a connection to the beach and ocean, so it's something I'm passionate about. I once lived in Pawleys Island, down in South Carolina. It's the home I left when I was 6, when my parents got divorced. One day, I'd like to return to the beach and make it my home again. But only time will tell. So until then, I'll use that as motivation to paint beautiful beaches. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. I have original art for sale, and these are just some available pieces I've created in the last 5 months. Want to support what I do as an artist? The best way to do so is to become a collector. If you're interested in any of these pieces, feel free to email me at o2artistry@gmail.com. And yes, the painting in this episode is also up for grabs. So reach out and become a collector.